One who have become international icons, and they are bringing popularity and investment to Nigeria. So our economic story is not just about numbers. It's a dynamic narrative woven with the threads of agriculture, oil, technology, services, and culture. And as we talk business, we must remember that each sector plays a unique role in the symphony of Nigeria's economic growth and development. And from here, let's transit and get into the bigger picture. And that is the African Continental Free Trade Agreement. Now, we need to demystify it and break down after, like we are explaining it over a cup of tea. Now, let's imagine Africa as a massive family, a family gathering. And after is a grand feast we have all been waiting for. The Continental Free Trade Agreement stands for the African Continental Free Trade Area, and it's like a gigantic marketplace where African countries have decided to tear down the invisible walls separating them. It's a pact where nations says, hey, let's trade freely, let's support each other, and let's grow together. Now, imagine your favorite local markets, but not on a continental scale. So instead of each country doing its own thing, AFTA is like a super group where everyone brings something to the table. So let's see how it relates to each of us. It's going to affect your job. So if you are working in a company, AFTA could mean more opportunities for growth. The company might expand, it might hire more people, could even explore new markets. Your career will get a boost. These are the benefits. In terms of your wallet, remember those times when you hesitated before buying something because it was a bit pricey. AFTA aims to make things more affordable so that the dream gadgets or stylish outfits might just become a reality for you. Your choices. AFTA is like a menu with more options. It is just not about what is available locally. It's about exploring goods and services from different African countries. So your choice becomes more diverse and, of course, more exciting. And for a community, if you're part of a business community project, AFTA opens doors for you. Your products, your initiative could find a market beyond your neighborhood, bringing in more support, changer in our daily lives. It is the promise of brighter economic future where everyone, from the small entrepreneur to the everyday consumer, gets a chance to thrive. It's a story of collaboration, opportunities, and a continent working together for a better tomorrow. And we do not have to look too far to know and to see evidences that things are indeed changing. Let's meet some of the game changers that I have identified in this lecture. These are some of the superheroes that, of course, we know and we can relate with. The first, let's meet Aliko Dangote, the man who is not just Africa's richest person, but a driving force behind industrial growth in Nigeria. His empire spans cement, sugar, salt, and more. It's not just about his wealth, it's about transforming industries and creating opportunities for more to prosper, and of course, extending this area beyond the shores of Nigeria. How about Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, the economic trailblazer, a global economic heavyweight, as the first woman and African to lead WTO? She's a game changer on the international stage. Our efforts are not just about Nigeria, they are about reshaping the global economic policies. Let's talk about the fintech revolutionaries and give the example of Flutterwave. This is a tech maestro revolutionizing financial transactions. This company is breaking barriers in digital payments, making financial services more accessible. It's not just about the apps and the code, it's about empowering businesses and individuals. Some of us may know my fourth game changer, Chinwe Egwim, the agripreneur. She's making waves on the agri scene. Her innovative approaches are not just about farming, they are about sustainable practices, empowering local farmers and ensuring food security. It's a green revolution that goes beyond the fields. We all know Tony Elumelu, the advocate of entrepreneurship. His vision goes beyond personal success. It's about empowering African entrepreneurs through initiatives like the TEF Entrepreneurship Program. It's not just creating businesses, it's nurturing a generation of business leaders driving economic transformation. The real estate sector is not just about building, it's about creating spaces for people to live, to work, and to thrive. It is the physical manifestations of Nigeria growth and urban development. Now, we may now have to shift. Mentioned a couple of people. I have so many other examples here, and because of time, Ibukun Awoshika is on my list, Jim Ovia, Amina Mohammed, Folorunsho Alakija. These are all names that we know in Nigeria, but they cut across their influence, the impact they have on millions of people cuts across the boundaries of Nigeria. So in this grand symphony of Nigeria's economic crescendo, we envision these game changers as performers, each playing a unique melody that resonates with the harmonious spirit of the African continental free trade area.
This enhances reading, it actually facilitates it. You know, when you have the artwork, the kind that you described, coming from the Monomatapa civilization in Zimbabwe and the other places, you would have a lot to gain from this. It's not a commodity, it's a gift item. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. And then, now I hope the other guys who are sitting there, they are all for the CG only. When you become CG, you get it. Now, this is from the Institute and its members. It's a plaque to have you show that you were a distinguished lecturer for 2023. So it's my honor to present this to you. Now, this is not the icing on the cake. This is the real thing. The Nigerian Institute of International Affairs. The Governing Council of the Nigerian Institute of International Affairs, by virtue of the authority vested by the NIA Act number 35 of 1971, and on the recommendation of the Director General, that's my humble self, hereby confers upon Bashir Adewale Adeni the Fellowship of the Nigerian Institute of International Affairs, FNIIA. Congratulations. Sefini.
Very much, Your Highness. As this curtain drops, may I ask all the by the auditorium. Hello. Can I pass? Yeah.